Hello and welcome back to the third and final part of our Abyssal Herald SOVL run. Our many multicoloured menagerie of monsters here ready to take on the final boss. Where we stand, we've got our immovable brick of diseased fellows, some fast-moving hard hitters, some truly hard hitters but quite fragile. The devil spawn can kill basically anything we touch but are liable to die in recompense. Fast cav and the incinerators, fire devils. As we go, at this stage of the campaign, you can start being a bit strategic in thinking about the amount of XP. So anyone who needs 3 points, so our Herald and the Devil Spawn aren't leveling again because they're only 1-2 stops before the final boss. So we can have 2 fights, which will get us 2 XP points. However, realistically, we would have liked to go down there, but we're not going to get there. So suck it up. We might just do this and then the random event. See what it is. That we had to make the decision all the way back there. But I wanted the elite for more gold, so we went that way. Never mind, we will take this battle because more golden experience is nice for this final shop, and then take that one before the... Well, we might actually take the fight anyway because you get guaranteed replenishment, whereas this could just be nothing. Depends how well we do off of this one. Against the rats. Many scuttling rats. Go first. The bugs I'm going to put dead center because they can like fly to here and then get over either side. You might as well chill back here. Kind of do the same. You want to take the middle as well so you can start killing things for me. Right. We got what is effectively ogres but rats. Ratkin Alpha. Skulkers. Legionaries. Their own flamethrowers. A measly 3 flamethrowers as opposed to 13. I think the trade-off is that they're power 5 but we're power 4. Lo and behold, and then are they D6? No, they're also D... So they get 3 D3 versus 13 D3. 1 extra point of power doesn't make a difference. Block of infantry, more skulkers. Block of infantry, more flamers. And Ratkin monstrosity. It's effectively a giant rat. So I'm just going to pass because their shooting is holding the shift in C key. It's so short range they're not going to reach us. So no reason not to have them shuffle forward and give away their moves. Okay. I'd like for those to come forward. Can I use these just to kill the skulkers? Probably yes. Although realistically, actually, the flamer would be a good target here because I think I can one-shot that unit. The only thing I'm concerned, I don't want to move up too far because I want to stay out of range of their flamers. That's the one thing that can hurt me, being counter-flamed. Inch up a bit further forward. I'm going to go the absolute minimum distance to catch them here. Oh yeah, nearly there. Oh no, we went too far. No, still, come on. You're going to really make me work for this, aren't you? Oh, you've got to be... What if I just twist a bit? Yeah, if I just twist now, it's in range. 32. Ouch. Okay, so it was 10. So 21 wounds onto 12 skulkers. Yeah, their low defense means they're basically helpless. And then just kind of go straight because it makes it harder for that to target you. I think we're out of range there. Just about. Having the alphas. How do I deal with you? I can probably plague them and then just get around them later. Or would I rather plague that and make it skill 2? That being skill 2 is irrelevant. That being skill 2 is irrelevant. So the only high skill thing they have, well, it's all skill 3 or lower, so who really cares? Okay, and that sick Ratkin Alphas. How you make a rat poorly is unclear, but hey, we managed it. And start coming around this way to fight that. Comes their monster. I could flank it immediately. I'd rather wait for the flames to move though, because if I move first and then they go, they'll get a shot on me for free, which is a bit silly, so let's move this one anyway. I can't quite get there to intercept anything, but next turn. We're all out of range of each other. I can probably flank and start being a real headache over here. I may be able to lure those alphas into a bad spot and get behind them. Oh, even better, I can actually charge the flamers if I... Okay, so stand stationary with these. Let's just waste time. I'm going to wait for these two to move and then pounce on them. But sadly, they move them as the very last units, which is clever. Perhaps I can stand here. Flying units can, of course, ignore the terrain, so I can charge over it. So, depending on where they move, if they come forward, I might be able to catch them with the flies and just hop over the impassable chasm here and charge them anyway. Just need to come forward a bit. Like that. Okay, they did reach us, which is a shame. so I lose a fly. I suppose it's better than shooting the devils. And then here they're going to do the same thing. Should I just let them hit my poor reapers? I don't particularly want to be honest. Ordinarily I do something like this and then I can charge anything I want, but yeah, this is going to get me shot and they do hurt quite a bit. Oh, well, I'll just heal it anyway. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, 1.5 die. Oh no, I've got 3 wounds each. 1 died exactly. As long as I don't take any more, that's fine, because I can put 1 back every heal. Right, so if you can kill these, that's all their range potential dead. They're stuck, but annoyingly they did actually catch me here, so after I break and kill this unit they will be able to charge me. I'm going to use this because I don't need it to kill those. Who do I want to flamethrower? Again, probably that unit of skulkers. I'm not going to get over there to catch those. I think I can squeeze in here and charge those without being caught. No, my charge radius is really bad. If I came further in than twisted. No, they're always good. I'm too wide a block. Okay, I need to wait for that to move. Let's just walk away with these then. Right, there's the monstrosity. I don't want to fight that head on. It will do too much damage. So let's instead... I'll just accept this battle here. I think I'll win anyway. Right, now we can instant kill this unit. Thank you for your questionable positioning. 22 wounds. These are only... Oh, if these are only defense 3, I could in theory also kill one of these big blocks in one shot as well. They're after my flies, which is curious. Well, in that case, I'll have you come over here, get out of the monstrosity's range and kill that unit for me. There you go. Fly on Flame of Violence. 1.5 dead. Hit me twice. I take 1 wound. Cool. One of them's got 4 left over. Right here, I suspect they just die. Oh no, one survived. How cheeky. And even did a wound back. Yeah, I can't. Being charged by these is going to be painful because they're halberdiers. They hard counter my... I was going to say they hard counter cavalry because of a high toughness. No, we're only defense 3. This is actually irrelevant. Their power is equivalent to my defense. I'll explain what I mean in a moment. Intercept that block. And I could chase after that, but there's no point. So the special party trick that halberds has is that they don't add power or anything like that on charges like other attacks. Rather, they always force the enemy to save on 4+. So no matter how high your defense is, the best save you can hope for is a 4+, or a 1, 2, or 3 always fail. So ordinarily, halberds are an excellent counter to big tough monsters or elite cavalry, but these are squishy cavalry. They're only defense 3. They're after you. I'm just going to ignore them. Let's do this first. Go ahead and chop them apart. 3 attacks apiece. You've moved nowhere and will achieve nothing, okay? Well, if this dies and this dies, I can actually hit both of them. More attacks for these as well. Curious, they use... Oh, there's a new one. Cruel Motivation. Retinue gets +2 movement speed and rerolls missed attack rolls for 1 turn in exchange for executing a rat. So the comet killed one and all of a sudden the other ones get a lot braver. Move speed's irrelevant, but the couple that do get to hit me get to reroll hits. Who cares? This unit... Someone needs reroll saves, but you can curse standard yourself, of course. Who wants to have a better job saving? Probably this one. It'd be more annoying. It's easier to fix these than that, than these two. Where would you be best? Probably easier to go catch and kill the alphas than the monstrosity. Not reaching either this turn, so it's purely a positional move for the fire devils. And next time we can get there. The charge radius is a lie. When the next turn ticks over, it's being inflated by our move speed being improved by 4. Your charge is a function of your move, so that will go back down in a moment, you'll see. And then you, if you could kindly just distract the monstrosity for me, that'd be great. Yep. We don't have to fight if we could just burn everything to death. Here we go. So they get 7 hits and they get a 4-up save, but re-rolling. Yeah, take 3 wounds. Oh, come on, you couldn't do any better. I lost another one. But yeah, they get crushed for it. If I'm lucky, I'll regenerate 1 and then I can heal 1 back and be at full strength. Or 6 at least. Okay, so Skull Taker kills all 4 with all his magic items. He's a lot more consistent. I take 5 wounds and lose 1. Squash a few more. Still, even with 3 attacks, not great damage output, but nothing's ever going to fight their way through that unit. The enemy character does nothing. Our Devil Spawn hit 15 times, which is actually 22 of 23 times, killing 18, which I believe is the unit to a rat. Yes. And I take no damage in return. I only won by 19, minus 12 to hold. Bit of a poor performance there. Slacking the Devil Spawn. I don't feel like charging anything because I can just shoot this and win. Fighting the monstrosity is a pain because of how tough it is. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, yeah. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, they're all dead. Oh, what a big, scary, ogre-like unit. And then this one, well, they're routing this turn. I suspected they would. What happen next is I would just end up flanking in the back. And you'd get away. The nuisance about the monstrosity is that it has frenzy. So like my Devil Spawn here, it rerolls attacks in the first round, and it's got 6 attacks, power 6, so it tends to be a bit of a headache. Not when you just ignore it the whole time. Okay, couple scratches here and there. Yes, I did get 1 back, that's nice, and I have the extra one. There you go, all up to 6. The walkers, up to 2, so they gain poison attacks. Or more of them. I'm going to take more of them just because it's hilarious. There you go. We have a 20-man unkillable brick. Now for the next one we go into a shop, so I'd probably like more gold, but then if I take the fight after that I won't be able to get to full size. The Devil Spawn could heal twice and get to full size for the final boss, I will do that. The Viper's leveled and get +1 speed, or skill's good enough, so let's take the speed. And then they're fine, I can heal them to full later. You need the heal. And I think both you can take gold. And the walkers, yeah, I want to max the unit. There you go. I can't stretch them out any further. That's it. So they're 4 wounds apiece now, and there are 18 of them. So 40, 8, 6, 24, 32, 72 wounds of plague walkers. That might be, I believe, that's the highest wound unit I've ever seen. Because I think cavalry or monsters never get high enough. Monsters never get that high. 2 wound infantry. Yeah, because this is infantry having 4 wounds is frankly preposterous. You'd usually be capped at 3, but we got super lucky with the demonic resilience random stat, and they become ridiculous. And that will get larger in a second because I'm going to give them even more units after the next battle. Everyone else is happy. Into the last shop. Right, I know what plague fires are. Let's take... if I take the Nurglings, it's a shame because then I can't buy any upgrades. Sorry, cough, Plaguelings. For upgrades, I could... the Curse Stand... No, that's no standards on the Firedales would be silly. So the only things that matter would be upgrades on the Bloodletters. So you can go... Oh, look, they're actually called Bloodletters. What the unit would be called. No, Devil Spawn. I can make them stronger and make them have even more attacks. Or I could improve Skull Taker's damage output ability. If I take the flies, that will leave me with 100, so I could do this and the Curse Standard. The thing is, the Curse Standard and their ability for +1 go on the same, so they go on the right side, and you can only use 1 per turn. So it doesn't really synergize all that well. You'd probably prefer the Banner of Fury. So take those, Heartseeker and the Banner of Fury. I suspect I know what Plaguelings do. There'll be a base of 3 with 5 wounds each. That'll do absolutely no damage whatsoever, but will just act as a Tarpit. But we've got wildly superior Tarpit units anyway. No, we'll just make Skull Taker stronger. That one, the Banner of Fury, and then more flies. Bzzz. So probably skill, I guess. So they're not so useless. And then +1 wound each is good. I would say, would you rather the attack? No, I'd rather the wound. They're there just to soak damage. Great. And I will take the final preliminary battle. It's Forest Wrath. So we're trying to get through this with minimal casualties. So we're max strength for the final boss. How do we do this? You need to take basically no wounds because I want to... What the thing about cavalry is that 6 is the kind of ideal unit size, because once you go past that, the 7th one to get stuck back here, and then you get 1 attack each. So they get 3 for the front rank, or 4 if I use Curse Standard. And then the one at the back is completely blown the unit's footprint by like double the size, so it's hard to flank or prevent being flanked in exchange for 1 attack. The ablative wounds are nice, but I just prefer 6 for how neat it is. So if I take 1, that's fine. The flies, I can just heal to full, I don't care. These are a pain to heal, so let's put the flies forward, and they're 5 wounds each. You need to be very safe, because you'll take a lot of damage, as do you to an extent. So maybe like this, I'll hide the valuable units, air quotes, behind the big squishy damage soaker. Right, dryads, druids, 2 eagles, and a couple of treants. Okay, so normally dryads are quite tough, where they're 2 wounds and 5 defense apiece, but somewhat outclassed here. They have minimal shooting. They've got like 4 short bows, so let's just let them move. Oh no, they're coming to get me. Congratulations, you're 1/4 of the way through a single Plague Walker. They'll come forward, they'll come forward. I'm honestly quite happy just to kill this unit now while I have the chance. Who do I want to make sick? These are skill 4, which is a bit of a headache if I engage any of these. So let's plague one of the trees. You now have tree disease. Congratulations. What is that? Fungus? We just gave him a massive mushroom rot all over their bark skin. The flies can engage the eagles and probably win, because the eagles don't have enough tacks to chew through them. They'll come forward. You'll come forward. Let's go with you. That'll engage that, so don't worry about their line of sight. Need to wait for all of those to move. How far can I get this forward before I get stuck on things? Dryads are pretty slow, so I can probably go to about there and still be out of their range. Now, what are the fire devils going to be killing for me? This can probably handle that. Annoyingly, forest spirits are now... Oh no, they're not fearless anymore. Ignores difficult terrain, but yeah, they used to be... They weren't fearless, and then they were fearless, and now it seems they're not again, which is appreciated, because otherwise you'd be stuck trying to fight through 24 wounds of defense 5. Tree person, so we'll come around here and just flank them. Good to get a bit closer. This wood is going to slow me down a bit, which is a shame. It's using double movement to get through. If I use fly this turn, I believe fly disregards that, so I can move quite quickly through there. So not only am I faster, but I've also got better movement speed. The charge radius short, in other words. So you can just come up here. You don't need to go any further. That'll be fine for next turn. Yeah, they'll come forward and I can hit them easily enough. You're going the wrong way. Okay, you'll deal with that. And then the eagles are going to come over. I can't really stop them, so I'll just stand here and receive the charge. There goes one. And I guess the flies can then just go over and fight the other one. Or not. They have no interest in engaging me. Weird choice. So that's a standoff. And then I don't take this one. Oh, you want to get killed on that unit, that's fine. We've only got 4 wounds, so it's going to... Eagle has valiantly thrown itself onto the claws of the vipers. Curse standard now, 4 attacks a pop. Then I need to go... Again, it's best off your... It's advisable that you use stationary units like this that can't move, because you force the enemy to make moves without giving away any of your positioning. So curse standard against... These? Probably not, honestly. You'd rather save it for the Dryad bricks. So instead we'll do saves into no one, because I don't really care. It's going to be more important later. So even if you use no abilities, it counts as an action. So you can just press the thing and hit done, and that's good enough. They're after you, which is funny. I'd love to see where they go first. Tell you what, if I put the flies over here... I might be be able to get some good flanking or intercepting done. Alright, now I know where these big fellas are. They'll probably run away. Be near enough. Let's put you way over here to also potentially intercept charge anything that's hanging around in this zone. Like that. Okay. Sadly, fire damage doesn't impart any intrinsic benefits into shooting wood people. You would imagine it would do so. Get it, wood. But no. 21. There you go. We're already halfway there. I mean, if you just want to do that again next turn, that's great. Or I could have you instant kill them if I twist far enough. Is that out of their charge arc? Yes, it is, and they're well within mine, so I may lose one or two of those. Or they get one attack each, so I potentially lose one. Okay, we're now power 6, which is pretty good. And we do double wounds always, so he just... Oh no, he's hitting the character. I was wondering where all of his extra wounds did, so in a duel, unfortunately, the character soaks it all. So he would have instant killed 3 cavalry, but instead... The 3-wound character just soaked 6 wounds worth, hence why it says 6 for combat res. You get the combat resolution, which is cool, and it says 6 kills, but you don't get to spill over and actually hurt anything. My chubby friends get 1.5. Okay, so they still haven't killed a single one. We might find ourselves in the spot of bother now. Alright, can I fight my way through this? Decent damage. For 1 in return. Now, are they fearless? No, they're not. They are breakable again. Good. And the eagle gets 1 indeed. And dies. How is this treant going to charge? You. Sadly, I can't run away, so you're just going to have to stand there getting hit. You're going to get hit by the eagle, which is fine. I don't feel like charging that. It's pointless, so just stay where you are. So they're gone. I guess I put the fire devils over there. Yeah, the vipers are going to take horrendous damage now. They're not. They're only power 4 and it's defense 7. So the treant's going to get a 2-up save over and over again. Okay, that unit's running and not going to come back. So if you wanted to shoot anything, it would be that dryad unit. It's going to be a pain to get up to it though. I'll use you first. Honestly, I think they chop through all their, what, power 7 on the charge now? At least 6, so yeah, they'll go through that anyway. Oh, I may as well use it. I'm not going to have another turn. Well, you know what I could do to be clever is I could use the Master of War thing, so they double all of their wounds and kill them, but it's kind of excessive. Probably want to save it if I engage something tougher. And the dismal move speed of these slow fatties is going to let me down here. I could probably go into the back of this one and flank it. Just disregard, he'll probably charge the flies, but I can heal those easily enough. Alright, do I want shields or double damage? Probably a shield, and it'll probably be you. Alright, now can I reach those with the flamers? The woods might stop me here. Yeah, I'm not getting through there, I can't get to them at all. Well, if I had to choose... because I can eventually flank them with that unit again, so instead I'm around here. If I'm going to move through woods and not shoot, use phase out first, because then I can ignore the terrain penalty and move a lot further. Come over here and eventually start working down that treant. They've moved already. What I would like to happen is I'd like for them to turn around and try and engage the flies. So I'll put those closer and these further away. So cross fingers, they aggro onto the flies there, and then I can recharge them with that more powerful unit. Okay, 24 attacks at power 7. In 20 times. Yeah, that's what, 13 damage. Alright. It only, so the one thing that lets the treant down is the number of attacks, so it's only got 5. Yeah, it squashes a viper. We aren't going to be doing a whole lot back because it gets a 2-up save. But there you go, we've managed to get 2. And yeah, it is fearless, unlike the dryad, so it will never run away. Unless it's unbelievably unlucky. There you go, magnificent combat over here. It will take a lot more damage to demonic combat res, but never mind. I was kind of hoping for a moment that would make it front arc so he can't charge me, but no, he just about squeezed in anyway. So those flies are goners in effect. Good, they did exactly what I was hoping for. You can hit those now. In the spine. So these flies are free. Well, there would be if this unit wasn't in the way. I can't twist, so sadly what I'm going to have to do is move. And then move through them and then start twisting this way. My objective is to try and get over here and hit that unit, although the eagle will probably flank me. That's not even close enough anyway. Maybe if I go further this way. Ideally in such a way that I can see the target. There you go. Now majority in that arc. Although I'll end up getting hit by the stupid eagle again if I do this. And you come over here. Kill, you know, anything of your choice. Nothing in the game that can stop you. Alright, do you want more saves or curse stand? Curse stand, does it affect the character? If it does, that's nice. It does affect Skull Taker, good, because he's the only thing that can really do meaningful damage here. Then shield for, I guess, for the flies? Because then if I can Tarpit all of this and then charge it, I can actually kill it quite effectively. And you've got nothing to do, because I went the wrong way. These will all be engaged for the rest of the battle, so they should have gone this way to begin. Would have had a shot on the Dryads for free. Alright, so 2+ to hit, because we have better skill and, was it Heartseekers adding 1, and then I reroll. So we're good. And 3 ups to save. Well, he did 6 wounds and instant killed it. So he's that double wound thing makes him super effective against hard targets. They did fine as well. And even these at power 5. Wow, look at them go. Dark Gift kicking in. Over here. Flies take 1 wound there. Do 1 back. So I still haven't lost 1 yet, but the combat resolution will take 1 from me. There you go. I'm going to charge these into their back. Actually, I'm going to put him into the Treant because I think I can kill it. Which is great for morale. And over here, yes, I could rear charge, but I think I could do more damage just shooting them and then charge them later. Really, I'm trying to coup de grace at this turn so I do enough damage such that the enemy morale fails. And the more effective way of doing that is actually by blasting them. Whoosh! 34. Got a single one, and they're instantly routing this turn. Which is that? 17 damage, okay. What's the theoretical maximum? Well, there's 13 of them, so 39. We got 34 hits, that's really good. The reroll ones is kicking in. I'll do this now, giving my Devil Spawn double wounds for this turn. Which I suspect will mean they go straight through that poor Treant. Defense 7 won't save you. I'm going to lose another fly. Yeah, that good roll from the Treant's going to do it. Okay, 18 attacks, 16 hits. Doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wounds to an 8 wound monster. All counts for combat res. The eagle decides it's a very good time to be somewhere else. Valiantly advancing in the opposite direction of the enemy. The Vipers took a hit, that's fine, I care about them the least. Okay, the Devil's leveled again, and should I just, none of these other ones are going to matter, so I may as well just take the random stat, maybe get like a wound or something. Yay, power 5, it doesn't apply to the shooting, so who cares. Okay, and then we go to full strength. These guys, I could give them replenishment, and that means when I press the replenish button I'll go up to 8. If I do unit size now I'll go up to 11, but then I only replenish 1 per use, so it's basically pointless. And then skill 5 to skill 6 is kind of, I mean, mostly it's skill 4 stuff we fight anyway, so yeah, let's just have a few more of them. Now you got up to max power there. This will probably be 1, yeah, it just gives you 1. And then yeah, gold no longer matters, so just heal spam everyone. There's nothing else to spend it on. Alright, so that's where we ultimately stand. Alright, 20 Plague Walkers at 4 wounds a pop. Congratulations, there's 80 wounds worth of Plague Walker to get through. You have absolutely no chance. That is by far and away the highest wound unit I've ever made. I mean, I used to think I made like these big skeleton blocks that are... Ooh, I can get up to 35, maybe 40 skeletons. This is like twice that. These are really good, actually. That's quite... I like the extra ones for more damage. These we should stretch because you get more attacks that way. I mean, if it had to be 2 ranks, you'd be happy to fill it, because this just... It ruins the OCD, okay? I know it's technically fine. Having 6 ablative wounds is nice, but... blank space. And then you're fine. I can't do that any better. That's fine. And the flies are just there to get in the way. Show off our horrific demon onslaught against the Act 2 boss. It's the Dark Battalion. Okay. Chaos on chaos violence. Where they've got chaos and friends, so there's a couple more of them. Okay, I trust you to basically take a flank, so just move up here and be super aggressive and kill everything. Flies can move up to support in some fashion. Should I just give you that flank in the same fashion? I don't think you'll win as hard, but I'd rather put my bricks in the centre here so I can just walk forward and kill things. And you can flame stuff, and then you can fly over the terrain. Right. Oh, you have a dragon to fight. That's good. Abyssal Knights, light cav, light infantry, light cav, infantry, heavy infantry, another infantry block, and a chariot. Okay. So they go first. The only shooting they've got is that one dragon spewing at me. It'll burn a couple of vipers, I don't care. Oh, they've got a spell on this one as well, of course. Wait, they just did how much damage? Oh, it's 1,000 mouths. 3d6, so it's only power 1. If I had 1 more defense, I'd save on a 2-up. But sadly, I'm saving on a 3-up. With any other more durable unit, I would have taken 0 damage with all the extra defense. Should I just charge it instantly and kill it? I think so. Because I've got better movement speed, I can do this. I'm just going to back off and... want to do just enough to get out of its range. Not yet. I think it's easier to do it if I go further this way. And then turn. So I'm out of their range, but still within mine. May as well go further in that case. They are well within mine, they can't reach me. That Northman Axeman unit might actually get in the way, but that's fine. I can put the flies on them. Okay, you would be a great target for the horsemen. You'll kill the mongrel packs, but I need these to move first, so let's just shove the disease brick forward. Who wants to be plagued? Negative skill. Their skill 4. He's got high skill. Yeah, let's reduce his skill. It matters because I'm skill 5 and they're skill 5, so making it skill 4 is actually relevant. You give them the shield so they don't take so much damage from burning, but I don't care. They're going that way. Interesting. I guess the fire devils will have to shoot at that instead. That will come forward. I was kind of hoping that would move by now. Can I get far enough forward to fight the dragon? What if I hit the wall? I won't. Careful. Demon's not understanding the concept of physical objects, but yeah, I can get there to fight either target. Alright, good. Now I know where you've landed. You've handed the kill to the devil spawn. It's a bit awkward for next turn because you're going to get outpositioned by these, but I can use the flies as a blocker. So who's yet to move? This unit, this unit, this unit. So I guess I'll do this one. I'm just going to tuck him up to the corner here so I can get over next turn. Alright, they're going to do the most annoying thing and actually catch you there. Need to be a bit further back. Let's fly a bit. Again, same idea. Come over here and hide. And bounce on something later. Dragon does minimum damage. I appreciate it. And frustratingly, the one unit I really wanted to shoot is the last one to go, so I'll just have to... I kind of need to run away here because I don't want to be charged by that Abyssal Knight unit. I almost have to give up my shooting just to avoid it. Yeah, I'm not going to let them hit me. It's way too important this unit stays healthy. So just tuck yourself in here. Okay, you're going to focus over that way. Alright, the turn where things happen. Now, I'd love to do this, however, what will unfortunately happen is they're going to intercept me. That's all okay. I could kill those. Should I just kill them with those and then leave you free to chop through these instead? probably, yeah, because if I take this flank, I know it's tempting because you get the flank and they're dead for free. But then I get flanked by these more impressive units, so I'll just have you fight them head on. The inevitable happens here, so be it. Everything I want to charge for now. Skull Taker will just kill those, no problem anyway. You will do this now because there's a bunch of infantry to get through. I'm faster than them, so I can deny them the charge at least, which is nice. They just be here. They're going around. I think they actually missed that unit, curiously. Right, spells. Who needs it? You'll be fine with your 3 extra wounds at the back there, so you've got 5 wounds before you start meaningfully taking damage. Probably you are the most hard up. Do I want to curse standard now? Absolutely not. Alright, you're in perfect flamethrower territory. 36. Wow. 36. Is that the unit dead? No, nearly. I nearly got there. 18 in the shot. That's definitely the most potent ranged unit in the game. Nothing else can do that much in one volley. There's some elven archers that can be quite impressive, but that's just too much. You'll kill these and then turn to kill that for me, so let's have you come this way. I can't quite get there. Come on, just get through. No, a bit more. There we are. They're staying there for whatever reason. Guess that lets my flies, gives me an in. I can't get through there that turn. Fine, I'll just get to here and then bounce over in a second. I could charge the dragon in the side with the flies. I think I will actually, because it amuses me. Alright, we'll lose a couple of Vipers. Yeah, even with the reroll saves. And then we'll win. Goodbye. Okay, and then that Skull Taker. The only downside to him is that he's only got 3 attacks, but they're really high quality attacks. Quick fit and we wipe the unit regardless. And then here. Okay. Was that them? Oh wow, they did all 5 wounds. That was the 5 I was talking about. We get away with it. He's got 1 wound left, so he still gets all of his attacks for fighting purposes. Unless he turns around and 1,000 mouths me again. This is a crying shame. I'm not going to be able to flank them because that 3-man unit of axemen is going to stop me. Oh well. So if you charge this so he can't charge you, and then you intercept them. Good. And then we've completely taken that unit out of the game. Yeah, that's fine. Eventually someone will deal with the Abyssal Knight. Yeah, they're going to 1,000 mouths me again, so I'm going to lose that one. You've taken some attacks from me, how dare you? Well, because you've kindly shrunk the unit, I can now slip through and flank you. You've tactically misplayed by killing me. Should have left me alive. This unit has chosen to accept death and be flanked by the hardest hitting unit I have. Who am I to stop you? You desperately want to be flamethrowed. 32. This unit's slightly tougher with defense 4, so there you go, I only killed 75% in one shot. I'm power 5 and I have enough attack. Shall I just charge and fight them? Yeah, why not? Prevents them from rear charging those, which is what they would do next. I shall engage you in honourable combat after I've cooked half your unit to death. They're going nowhere. Who needs saves? Probably you. It also helps with combat resolution. And the flies. If you can come over here and stick that unit in place forever. Skull Taker missed one. Crying shame. His friends pick up the slack. Over yonder. Dragon eats 3. Or was that? No, that was the character. Here's our unit. Instantly killing the dragon anyway, so that was moot. So they do hit quite hard, but they are fragile. The issue is they, as potent as they are, they don't hit as hard as Devil Spawn, so I'd almost universally take these over them anyway. Yeah, 2 attacks each, but They come with one higher skill, but then these reroll hits. For context, having a 4-up hit roll that rerolls is 75%, whereas having a 3-up hit roll is 66% to hit. So the lower skill but rerolling is better. Take a mighty duel here. There is nothing else to do except flank you and this. That's basically the whole army. Uses wild form on himself for more combat stats. Nice. You come over here. If that's still there, kill that. There is no point in using this, but I'm not going to get any use out of it anyway, so... Anduri Devil Spawn. Now we... War God's Blessing there. Hack them to bits. Right, now this unit is obviously probably not going to run away, so it will turn around, in which case its back arc will be here. What I should do is I'm going to move you. You're going to side charge them. There. And then you come this way. And rear charge them. Okay, see how good Fire Devils are in close combat? I lose 2 instantly. We still lost. Solid effort though. But yeah, obviously not worth it. He just keeps them out. 22 of 24 hits at power 7. That's all of them. Was it 10 and then 13? Oh, there was 12. Yeah, we had 1 to spare. The flyers will not kill them, but we win by 1 because they can't hit back. Oh, wow, they actually failed the morale check. I did briefly consider that it might technically be possible. I was like, but no, surely they won't fail at an 8 or something silly. Yeah, that's dead as well. So apparently the enemy does want another turn for reasons unclear. Sure, just kill all of those and fly them. Fly them. Yeah, we got to a point where realistically there's nothing the enemy can do about it, because I could give them 10 turns and they wouldn't be able to fight their way through the Plague Walkers. I've got mobile stuff to get in their way and then hard-hitting stuff to just murder them. Who wants to... There you go. Now we use Curse Stand because it's funny. Skip the rest. They're dead this turn anyway. Skull Taker collects all 4 skulls. And the Fire Devils get the kill. MVPs. Are you going to run away to flies again? No, they held on this turn and would be rewarded by being flanked by a nightmare character who can instant kill them. Demon victory! Getting weird. Complete the campaign with the Abyssal Herald. It is a bit weird, our eclectic multicoloured army, I'll give you that. Arrived at Conquered. But more foes remain. It's telling you that there's higher difficulty levels. We unlock more unit types for next time, which is nice. We'll be seeing more of the Abyssal Devils shortly, so you get to see the bigger, fancier creatures. For our stats, let's see how the campaign went. Enemies killed it's like a 10 to 1. It's normally about right, and gold spent. Yeah, that's fine. Skull Kicker did okay for a non-monster character. That's honestly fine. Him having double wounds, the only other character that I know does that is the Saurian Warlord, and for that reason I actually consider the Saurian Warlord as the best melee output character in the entire game. I still think he is, because it seems a bit harder to get attacks on him. Like I put a lot of stats into like Recruiter and things like that, which kind of nullified him, but maybe he could learn to become equivalent to the Saurian Warlord and things like that, so you get another super hard-hitting character. The post-buff Plague Walkers, when they had their stats changed, are invincible. Even if it was only 3 wounds apiece and not 4, because we were lucky, that unit would still be 60 wounds, and they aren't going anywhere. So that's, and you can tucking a character that can actually do damage in there is actually genius. It turned out, because they don't do anything. So it'd be a 60 wound Tarpit that would sit there forever doing nothing to the enemy. However, if you have Skull Taker in there, it's a 60 wound Tarpit that is occasionally dishing out super high quality attacks, killing anything it's touching, and they'll never get to him unless it's a duel with a character. Devil Spawn is still Devil Spawn, they still hit and kill things, but they got buffed even more now because they get damage saves and can double wounds with their Cornate character. The Abyssal Vipers are fine. I think they're not quite as useful as Devil Spawn. They're faster moving, you can get them into position, but the Devil Spawn are fast enough anyway and just hit harder, so yeah, those please. Fire Devils are runaway MVPs, just killing everything you come into contact with. Ranged units usually do this because they don't have to deal with enemies running away from them out of combat. They just kill everything every time they shoot at it. But the raw damage output of this unit eclipses anything else I've ever seen. Nothing is even comparable to that. There's the other flamer units like the Salamander for the Reptile one, or a flamer kill team like the Rats that we saw. But or you could have 14 of them like we did, or possibly if there was another rank of extra guys, 19 of them, and just be silly. Cavalry's cavalry, did fine. There are better heavy cavalry in the game, but I like the speed. The durability is a bit unfortunate. And the flies, following the plague theme, they don't do a lot of damage, but hey, 15 wounds of being a pest is excellent. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. We've got more demons on the way. I've got ideas, and I'll increase the difficulty off of screen in between this campaign. The next one, you'll be seeing me playing the harder ones. Also, what's immediately luring me is there is better cavalry. There's a cornate cavalry option, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'm definitely going to like playing that as well. Right, so thank you very much. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider pressing the like and subscribe buttons. It does help share the videos around to those who otherwise wouldn't see them. SOVL doesn't really have a marketing team. It's a guy and an occasional weird YouTubers like me who like to play it and show it off. So yeah, it does help the game out quite a bit. If you have any notes for what you'd like to see in the future, please do let me know. It's been a bit since I touched SOVL. I've been away for about 6 months, just letting things happen. So as you've been seeing throughout the campaign, I have noticed changes here and there which are intriguing. So maybe I'll go back and play some of my favourite hits again. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.